Hi team, I am here to make a video for you guys because I get asked all the time, how do I sell to so many strangers? And Brooklyn finally encouraged me, just make a video about it. So that's exactly what I want to do. But before I start, I want to show you that I am rocking my Younique swag. Hello. And I'm rocking my saucy lip stain. So, all right, so here's what I do. I go out. Obviously, I wear something most days, branding myself. I have my Lucci bag that shows all my products, and so a lot of times they don't even have to ask. They know what I'm about. But let's say, for instance, I don't have this on. I'm going somewhere else, and I've always got Younique in my mind playing all the time. There's always an opportunity, whether you're going to the bank, whether you're going to get your nails done, if you're going out looking for houses with a realtor, it really doesn't matter. Everywhere you go, even going to the plant farm, I passed out my business cards and sold some mascara to a guy. So it works, okay? So this really works, and here's my technique. Because I will tell you, you will start in this business with your friends and your family and the people that trust you, and that's called your hot market. But eventually, you're going to run out of your hot market, so you're going to have to know how to approach strangers to continue building your business and building your customer base and building new references for potential presenters. So this is what I do. All right, it doesn't really matter where I'm at. I look at the person and either I try to find some kind of compliment that I can give them or strike up some conversation. So for instance, if I'm sitting and I'm getting my nails done and I've got somebody beside me and we are talking and just kind of, you know, chit-chatting. Hi, how long have you lived in town? I've just moved here. Oh, you know, and usually they'll ask, well, what do you do? I mean, what's your thing? Or I may ask them first. If they don't ask me, I'll say, you know, do you work somewhere? And then typically they'll turn around and ask me, well, what do you do? And that's a perfect opportunity and a perfect open door. And I'll say, oh, gosh, I sell magic mascara. Have you ever heard of Younique? Sometimes they'll say, yes, I have heard of it, and I'll say, well, have you ever tried it? And they'll say either, yes, I have, and I really like it, and I'll say, well, do you have a presenter that you use frequently? And if they do, I encourage them to keep going to that presenter. But let's say the conversation goes, well, no, I've never heard of it. And I'm like, what? You've never heard of Younique? I mean, seriously, it is the #1 mascara. Have you really not heard of it? And they'll be like, no, I haven't. And I'll go, oh my gosh, it's the best thing. Let me show you. I pull out my phone. This is the ticket right here. It takes 2 seconds to pull up my selfie on my phone. I have it stored in my favorites. I show them, I'll go, this is me before mascara in the mornings, every morning. I have no lashes. And this is me with one coat of this amazing 3D mascara. Girl, it works. It's natural based. It's made from green tea leaves and beeswax. It's amazing. And seriously, we sell maybe 20,000 sets a day or near about it. And I'll say, let me show you. So I have a case that's open all the time in my purse that I can pull out. And just simply showing them this and opening the case, they're usually like, wow, that's really nice. And I'll say, yeah, it is. And it's like a 2-step. You put on the transplanting gel, and then you put on the fibers, and then you seal it with the transplanting gel, and it goes on just like mascara. And they're like, wow, how much is it? And I'll say, can you believe it's only $29 for 3 months? Girl, you're going to pay more than that for, you know, some other brand that you get at the department store. And they're like, oh my goodness, well, how do I get it? And I'll say, well, it's your lucky day. I have some right here in my purse. Or if you don't have, you know, not prepared to buy it today, let me hand you my card. So I take out my card out of my little Lucci bag and I hand it to them and I say, there's my website. When you get ready to get some of this amazing mascara, girl, just go on my website and order it and they'll deliver it right to your door. You are going to love it. And that's generally how it goes. I've either made a sale or I've planted a seed. And no kidding, January 1st, when I was shopping in the mall, I sat down to take a break in one of the benches. You know, I always find some way to strike up the conversation. So like I said, they can ask you about where you work. Maybe you give them a genuine, sincere compliment, which happened to me last week when a beautiful girl was serving us at our table. And I said, your eyes are beautiful and your lashes are actually very long. I said, I sell Younique mascara and I always am looking at people's lashes. She goes, oh, well, I've tried Younique before. I really liked it. My friend had some and I probably need to get some. And I said, well, I'm your hookup. Let me just tell you, sister, here is my card. So when I left, I wrote, thank you so much for your great service on the back of my card. I laid it on the table. About a week later, she called and said, I need some of that mascara. So, you know, you have to be excited about it. You have to make them feel like, man, what am I doing living without this great stuff? Because you have the hot potato in your hand and nobody wants to be left out of the best and greatest and latest trend of whatever is in fashion or in style. So that's exactly what I do. If you can just look at the person and come up with a genuine or sincere compliment or try to work in something about occupation or, you know, it doesn't have to be brain surgery. And the other thing is, don't start right out with it. Try to, you know, get to know the person a little bit. Sometimes when I walk up to a salesperson and they've been working all day, you know, and they're tired, and I'll say, oh man, how long have you, been working? And they'll say, oh, I've been here 8 hours and I've still got 4 more hours to go. I'm like, I bet that is hard work. And they'll say, yeah. And I'll say, I used to be a nurse, I know what it's like being on your feet 12 hours a day, but I am so grateful now I don't have to do that. I said, I sell crazy magic mascara online now, and girl, it pays my bills. And they'll be like, huh, really? Mascara? And so that's an open door for me to either sell them some mascara or talk to them about the opportunity, because you know that they're probably not making much more than minimum wage. And I'll say, yeah, girl, I can sell one mascara and pretty much make what minimum wage would be for a whole hour of work. Well, then you've got their interest. So you don't have to ask them right then, but you can say, hey, if you'd like more information, let me give you my card. My website has everything about this great opportunity, and I would love to talk to you more about it. So here's my card. I hope these tips are helpful for you. Main thing is you've got to be excited, because listen, remember the first time you tried this stuff and how great it was, and you were like, oh, this is amazing. That's the same kind of attitude that you've got to have when you are sharing this product with other people, because they want that feeling. But if you just go up and say, yeah, I sell mascara and it's $29 and, well, there's no urgency in that. So you want to create that urgency because they want it. They really do want it. So anyway, give this method a try. Don't leave home without your selfie on your phone, because that is what sells this mascara for me almost 99% of the time. So go give it a try.